What's up, YouTube? Are you tired of all of the goalie stick handling tutorials that actually doesn't teach you how to stick handle? Well, today, Pilot Goalie Supply is going to be the first one to get you covered on that today. We got a good one for you today. Before we get started on today's stick handling lesson, let's take out some recency bias first. This is the profile of an 80s goalie. This is actually 80s style butterfly pads with an extra internal lip that wraps around the knee. That is a medium jersey. Most goalies would probably be wearing a large at this point. But some of your goalies from the 70s, 60s, and backwards, a lot of them would wear a medium size. Some have a large. You get it. This is not a big profile, okay? This mask right here is just a drop plant mask. We're not going to change the mascot, you get the point. This right here is the body profile of a goalie from 2025. This is a regular goalie cut jersey. This is not an exercise jersey like I wear because my league is completely unregulated in equipment. And these are 11-inch pads. Why did I just show you this? Fact is, right now in the 1985 season compared to the 2025 season, the 1985 season has put up a better save percentage so far. So, for those of my guys with recency bias, spend less time crapping on goalies in the past, more time perfecting your craft, and we wouldn't have this problem. On to our stick lesson. Start off with the tools of the trade so you guys know exactly what I am shooting with. So we're gonna start this off. This is my game blocker. This is what I use when I compete. The thumb is more traditional compared to your modern blockers. I don't really want a huge side profile because I'm not trying to block with the side of the blocker. I'm trying to take stuff off the face. So by running the more traditional side, I save weight. Standard top. Outside of it having a more traditional profile, that's just what I use. Still has your finger protectors, all of that. Glove is a little out there. Like I said, my league does not regulate size. So I run a Vaughn T1000 reproduction with a Cooper Legend cuff design. The glove was made by Kineski. The cuff made by Don Simmons. Special thanks to Don Simmons for helping a brother out. The break in this glove is a 600 break. Really and truly, the break of your glove shouldn't determine how well you puck handle. The break in your glove just depends on how far up you want the tee. Depends on your style of hand. Okay, it more determines your catch more than your hand. So for instance, me, I play a very traditional style. I'm a stand-up style goalie. I'm a firm believer that stand-up is better for your hips. And when you're not getting paid to play, stand up is just better for longevity. So when I play a very shake hands style play. And then as I go to play the puck, I will launch it down, launch it up, whatever. Sometimes I'll play more of a compact stance, but I need to aim the camera down to show that. But you guys didn't come here to watch my stance. Just explaining that the glove, whether it's 580, 590, 600, the glove angle really only impacts your catch angle. Puck handling wise, so I'm going to show you the two grips. Some people's like, you hear a lot of goalie coaches, oh, you gotta pick one. It's like, no, you need to learn both to be a good puck handler. Both has its upside. Remember, this thing's a big clunky ass crackhead that you're trying to puck handle. You're not wearing player gloves. You got one thing that's kind of like a player glove. And really and truly, if you do skate out, you need to know that your top hand controls your stick movement, right? Now as a goalie, you're not going to be spending a whole lot of time maneuvering the puck and doing anything like that. You're just not going to have the arm strength to do that. And that goes for any type of stick, whether you're playing wood or elsewhere. I play wood. I like the weight. I like the weight because it helps me be more aggressive. It's not heavy, okay? If you think this weighs 1,000,000 pounds, go to the gym, stop being weak. I hate to say it that blunt, but I have a lot of goalies they're scared of these wood paddles because they're scared it's gonna hold them back. It's not. Wood has been around since the dawn of time, okay? There's nothing wrong with playing a wood paddle. It's just user preference. What I really like about the wood is its extra weight allows me to be extra mean. I just can't generate that type of meanness with a carbon fiber foam core stick. So no matter what I've done, I've always reverted back to the wood. Also, check out this paint job real quick. See, I did that myself. I wanted to give it that apocalypse paint, zombie fighting type deal, whatever you may call it. I called this paddle Red John. Got my little Red John smile on there. Gotta put the Psycho back in goaltending. Alright, on to puck handling. Alright, the number one cause of a weak shot is a hunchback. What do I mean by a hunchback? That means instead of you putting some load in your leg, you're completely upright and you're hunched back. Now you got your stick way out there and you're trying to shoot, and it feels like you're shooting like a marshmallow. Alright? That, when you got 20, 30 pounds of gear on you, that's how it's looking. That's why whenever you're on dry land, it's not converting over, check your back posture very well. That's the number one cause of a weak goalie shot. What you want to do instead? You want to keep that puck nice and compact. Now I got it right now in the Turco grip. Turco grip, you can keep it right next to each other. That's fine. When you're trying to fire from the Turco grip, you want to get it nice and spooled up from heel to toe. And I'm going to really keep it compact and step into it. Keep it compact and step into it. Alright, and I'm not moving it too much. I'm not finishing up high or anything. I'm just giving it a bump. You don't have to move the paddle a whole bunch. You see, playing goalie is tiring. The less you move, the easier the position is. Okay, an easy, boring save is the greatest textbook saves in the world. So I have here my carbon fiber CCM. As you can tell, I've given it a pretty honest try. I will tell you one thing about the Turco grip. You need to be able to have a really tight hold. If you can't hold the paddle like this with your Turco, you're not going to have a lot of success with that grip. And the same for foam core. Is when you play the puck a lot, eventually you end up in a puck battle as a goalie. particularly if you are into all goalie games, which are phenomenal one. Go try one out. If you, all right. All goalie games are great to know this particularly, but sometimes even as battling offensemen, you need to know these things. Turbo grip is great for a sudden change, right? For the most part, if you do need to move the puck forward and back, you're just gonna push it along the ice, maybe readjust. And you just kind of use your blocker hand, you're gonna use your glove for support. That way, if somebody does possess it, you can dive for it. Dive for it, get in the way of the fucking shooter, keep his ass from taking advantage of you outside your castle. Alright, so this right here, this is your castle. This is a puck-free zone. This is a people-free zone. Alright, this is a people-free zone. Alright, when you are learning how to puck handle, you need to learn how to do this with one hand. Your glove's not going to be much help. Where your glove does come in handy is when you do a toe drag. Yes, you're a goalie, but you can do a toe drag. That's when that turbo grip really comes in handy. And when you do a toe drag with the turbo grip, you gotta take your glove, put it exactly in shooting position. You gotta angle that toe up on your paddle, and you're just gonna pull it in and catch it with the other side. Exactly how you would do that with a player stick. That's really where the turbo grip comes in handy, especially for me that plays very traditionally. I'm gonna go back to my game paddle. We're gonna discuss the traditional grip, show you how to get that in the air. What I really love about the traditional grip is it's less taxing on the blocker hand. See, with the turbo, it requires you to put force into the stick to fire it off. And that sucks. It's taxing on an already taxing position. You don't need to be having to put excess force on things and tire yourself out further for this position. This is already a really ridiculous position to play. Alright? So, like we did with turbo grip, now, instead of having to hold the stick up with our grip, we're just gonna lightly cradle it. We're gonna fondle its nuts a little bit. Now, this is dependent on you really getting into a very low position to do this, because you have to grab it all the way into the paddle to make this work. Utilizing an inside leg, and it's easy. It really is. It's utilizing a standard wrist shot mechanic. You do that with foam cord. Did I see that again? So you know this is viable in all three ways. Check this out. I'm gonna toe drag and then fire it. Toe drag and then fire it. Carbon fiber, let's go. See? Carbon fiber, let's go. See? You're just gonna grip viable. Alright, I don't know what the goalie coach is smoking, but it certainly ain't tobacco or weed. Okay? He's smoking crack. I literally saw a goalie coach on the Instagram the other day. Literally told that he would bar his students from doing traditional grip. What did you just see? My traditional grip goes higher than my normal grip. Learn both. Add that extra stuff to your toolbox. Stop having recency bias. Okay, because we already established that 1985 put up better numbers than 2025. Oh, you a game fester, shut up. Alright? Numbers don't lie. Alright? There you go. That's puck handling in a nutshell. Guys, I hope I was helpful. Please like, subscribe. If there's anything else I can help with goalie skill wise, let me know. Leave a comment. Love y'all. God bless. And I'll see y'all next time.
요즘 사람식 you a 질투 Too clean with the drip 난 좀 배로 그러면 난 전부 about it Goalie respect on my name 우리 눈빛부터 달라 I don't play no games
나 주저하지 않아 no bring the loose 말이 너무 많아